Hello, all you hardcore boxing fans out there. How you doing? It's Russ here from Poker's Corner, the biggest gob in sport. We say the things on here that nobody dare say. Uh, right then, let's get some graft done. Let's get to graft now. The Monte Carlo show at the casino in Monaco. The Eddie Hearn Matchroom show. From DAZN. Matched by Kevin Rooney Jr. and Tom Dallas. He's a regular matchmaker on Matchroom shows now, isn't he? Kevin Rooney Jr. Eddie's go-to guy in America. That's an interesting one, isn't it? Now, 4 fights on a show in France to be put on in front of a couple hundred people and your rich chums from Essex. What is point in that? I remember Eddie not long ago sticking it to promoters that put shows on with 3 and 4 fights on, saying it ain't enough. He just put 4 fights on in an hotel in France. That's the bottom line. Now, looking at the show, that Guzman lost to Ramla Ali. Now, I rate her, that Ramla Ali. She's all right, but she doesn't seem to be like this KO artist, does she? 2 stoppages, out of 10 fights. So it's not a lot, is it? It's not a lot. But it's women's boxing, isn't it? We have to take it as a pinch of salt. It's still new to us, isn't it? So that fight, load of garbage, weren't interested in it. The other fight I weren't interested in, but it ended up a good fight with that Adrian Curiel against Sivanethi Non-Shinga or something. I forget how to spell it now, but he got put to kip. That guy got put to absolute kip. What a punch. What a punch that was. So he impressed me. Second round knockout. I mean, fight was only 4 minutes old and Geezer's on his knees. So I've got to give him credit there. 29 fights and he's now stopped 5 people. So where did that power come from? For this Adrian Curiel Dominiquez. He's a IBF light flyweight champion at world. He's done 190 rounds. That's a lot of rounds, that, for a flyweight. And he's only 24, so there's plenty of time for him to make a few quid. But where did that power come from? Because before yesterday, he had 28 fights and only stopped 4 men. Now he's had 29 fights and stopped 5. It's not much difference, but it was the way he stopped him. He's a non-puncher. He is a non-puncher. But one of the things the South African kid he fought, he'd never been stopped. He was 12-0. With 9 by way of. He was basically hometown fighter. And he's just been took out. So that's put Eddie in his place, hasn't it, really, I suppose. One of them things, isn't it, really? It's one of them things, but it is what it is. The rest of the show, well, there only really, well, there wasn't that many out show, were there, to be honest. But the other 2 fights, that Suleiman Sissoko, he won against Lucero. on points, but the one that everybody were talking about was Joe Cordina's squeaking by Vasquez. Joe Cordina in 2021 against Korbanov, he got a very, very close decision. Very, very close. One judge had it to him by 96 points to 95. The other judge had it 96-96. And then Marcus McDonnell, good old Marcus McDonnell, he had it by 5 rounds, 98-93. Now, what I want to know is Ian John Lewis lost his job, didn't he? Right. Ian John Lewis lost his job for bad scoring. You know, and the general consensus were that the British Boxing Board have no control. They were unhappy with the scoring. And, you know, people kept chipping away at Ian John Lewis's cards for a couple of years, and I was one of them, I'll admit it. And quite rightly so. The man's a fully blown weapon. Right. Now, go and look at Marcus McDonnell's card. Marcus McDonnell and Steve Gray are 5 rounds apart in that fight. But Michael Alexander, he gives it 96-95. Gray 96-96, but Marcus McDonnell 98-93. Why isn't Marcus McDonnell dragged up in front of the Boxing Board of Control for being 5 rounds apart from Steve Gray and 4 rounds apart from Michael Alexander? What are they watching? What? I don't know what they're watching, but it's craziness. It's not first time as well, so I just wanted to know why the Boxing Board of Control are not consistent. You've only got to look at some of these cards now. They keep going on about the difference in scores between Ian John Lewis's card and the other two on that Catterall Taylor fight. Well, let me tell you this. Go and look at some of these ones that are coming in recently every weekend, and you could pick fault at them. Some of them are 5-6 rounds out from each other in a 10-round fight. Now, if there's 10 rounds in a fight, and you're looking at one side of the ring, I'm looking at other, and we're 6-7 rounds out, what are we watching? What are we watching? I don't want to keep hearing all this. Well, it's subjective and depends what you're looking for, and could have gone either way. And I could see 115, 113, and 113, 115. You know, that old nonsense, but that don't wash with Russell. In my opinion, it's not corruption. I just think it's incompetence. I think people don't pay attention all the time. How can you be 5-6 rounds out in a 10-round fight? 3 of you. Now, if one person's 5 rounds out in a 10-round fight to the other 2 people, what is that person watching? It's not rocket science, is it? I don't think it is. Well, Eddie's 4-fight show ended up with an IBF World Super Featherweight champion, Curiel. No, sorry, not Curiel. Cordina. And then obviously we've got Curiel winning the World Light Flyweight Championship, which is people are hardly queuing up for that, are they? Nobody cares about flyweights. Nobody whatsoever. Even though we've probably got the best flyweights that we've ever had since Charlie Maguire days in Charlie Edwards and his brother Sonny. Nobody cares about flyweights, which is wrong because the boxers are human beings, but nobody cares for them because there isn't that many knockouts, blah, blah, blah. But you've just seen a great one from Curiel, haven't you? That's about that for a shot. But you don't really see that many knockouts at that weight. But all in all, I thought it were a so-so show for Eddie, but 4 fights, come on. The Cordina fight were half all right, wasn't it? But Cordina, in my opinion, didn't win the fight. The other guy didn't win the fight. I thought it was a very, very comfortable draw. I don't know why everybody's saying, well, I had it to Cordina, blah, blah, blah. What? Ow. Ow. You know what I mean? Go and look at the scores. Go look at CompuBox and break it down. But I thought the other kid controlled fight with his jab. He landed more jabs. Landed about the same power punches, didn't they? That's how I look at it anyway. But good luck to Cordina. But what next for him? Well, I like to see Joe Cordina. I like to see him in with Lee Wood. That's what I want to see, him in with Lee Wood in Nottingham. All right, super feather. Okie dokie. So that's about it. So peace out, keep on trucking, keep sporting boxing, don't have nightmares. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment. All right, thanks for sharing the video. Booyaka. Peace out.